Hello, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, the other blacksmith is... I always go into the garden there. Yeah, the other blacksmith is there at the end. So if we go here, then go into the city. Here, here, and here. Here we go.
God be with you.
Likewise.
Master Armourer, I have a message for you from blacksmith Zach.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back and tell him I'm not selling, and that's that.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you to a duel.
What? Me fight with that brat? Zach must have lost his mind entirely.
Surely you're not afraid of him.
Oh, I didn't want to lose reputation.
Me? Afraid of him? Nonsense. But a respectable craftsman like me can't be seen battering a barely trained runt.
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armour. Zach chose me to wear Vitus armour.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own? That sounds reasonable.
Good. So let's agree on the time and place.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you. Now, I'm sure Zach is paying you well.
Maybe I'm just doing it out of love for my neighbour.
Aye, a regular good Samaritan, no doubt. I could pay you more, and I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you. What do you say?
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zach would take it.
No, you fight on Zach's side and lose.
That's not very honourable.
And Zach's constant slander and mudslinging are the height of honour, are they?
Well, it's true Zach hasn't behaved like an honourable craftsman.
See? So, will you help me?
No.
Nah, forget it. I won't sully my name with cheating.
Suit yourself. But my champion will batter you into the ground anyway, so you've nothing to gain.
So, choose the time and place.
What, me?
You're the one being challenged, so it's your right.
Well, it's all the same to me. Go and sort it out with the bailiff. He should know about it anyway, so I don't look like a troublemaker.
All right?
Hello.
Father, Vincent of Merhoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Merhoyed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village hereabouts. God in heaven, but Vincent is still alive?
Yes, for now.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing it to me. If Vincent passes on, I'll see to his wishes. Here, take a few coins for your trouble.
Thank you, Father.
Goodbye.
Thanks, that was very generous tip. Kind of like a pizza delivery guy.
God be with you.
Shy. You'll never see such fine meats.
I'm here on behalf of blacksmith Zach.
Zach? What does that madman want now? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the Master Armourer. Well, you can tell Zach if you waste another minute of my time with that pathetic feud of his. I'll have him up for disrespecting the office of the bailiff.
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zach came up with an idea to settle the dispute once and for all.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's just what I was after. You have my full attention, friend. What's his plan?
A duel.
Jesus Christ! Has he lost his wits entirely?
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus.
Don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. No one will get killed. It will only be a duel with bludgeons. Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armor made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church.
Come and get it,
But when?
fine people.
That's up to you.
And pork crackling too.
We could announce it right now.
Yeah, let's do it. We're on the clock.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll finally get that pair and their constant squabbling off my back.
Good luck to you.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zack, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armorer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds. And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out. However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zack, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlet. And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone, and until first blood is shed. Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
Let's do it. Let's mop the floor with him.
Buck!
I'll let go.
What's your language?
You kicked that old bastard's ass, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor and who's all hot air.
Damn sick as the lawlessness is brought to this land. We'll have no peace till the
It was as easy as falling off a log. Any other business disputes you'd like me to sort out for you?
I might have, lad, but not any you can solve with a bludgeon. Anyway, come by the forge later for your reward.
All right?
Still, it seems like only yesterday she...
Actually, we can have a chat with Tobias as well. Since we're here, so this will save us a little trouble. Do you guys have any soup? Okay.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. And there's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Take care.
Perfect. Still don't want to ask about the other quest. Don't want to start it yet. Okay, let's see. Come on. Oh. It'll probably take him a moment. So, in the meantime, we can go to the craftsman and ask him about the other thing, which was punch dials, yeah?
God be with you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Good luck, then.
Okay, so we have more than enough information to go on. Let's see.
Quite hungry.
No worries, Henry, we're gonna sort this out as well. Let's see if the blacksmith Zach is back.
I'll come for my reward.
Of course. And thanks again, lad. It's worked wonders for my trade.
And will Otter sell you his business?
I don't know, but the way things are looking now, his trade will soon be dead as a doornail anyway.
I'm glad your trade is going well. Now, about our little deal.
Ah, that little matter. Right.
So, out with it. How was it all arranged?
One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota? Or the knight?
I don't know exactly. But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
Well, that'll do me for now.
Okay, so he gives us the same clues as the Overseer's Hand. So I want to talk with Zach about being armor smith in Pribyslavitz, so we can pick between him and Master Ota, who we just fought. However, there's a huge difference between them, and the difference of 60 groschen per day. So Zach will give you 70 and Orta will give you 10 per day extra if they work in the forge for you. So I'm gonna go with Zach.
I'd like to make you an offer. Have you heard about Pribyslavitz?
Oh, aye. I heard something about that. What of it?
I'm bailiff there, and I'm rebuilding. We just finished building the armorsmith's workshop, and I need a skilled craftsman there.
Meaning me? You're a godsend. It's about time I handed over the trade to the youngster. Only I'm loath to put down the hammer as long as I've got the strength to wield it. The forge is my life. And this offer of yours, well, how could I say no? You'll take me then?
I'll take you if you pay. Yeah, let's get a free speed check.
Well, I'm considering it. Have to say, though, there's a lot of other fellas just begging me for the job. I even had one armorsmith come all the way from Kuttenberg, and he offered me a pile of groschen.
Ah, you don't want to give the job to a stranger. I've got a bit of silver put aside for my old age. You can have it if you'll take me. Here you are.
Thank you. Glad to have you in my service.
Thank you, Master Bailiff. I'll go and take a look at this new forge of yours. That is mine, right? God be with you.
That's it. Oh, 500. Look at that. He was loaded. Okay. Next up, bathhouse.
Yeah!
Jesus Christ. Your clothes.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
No worries, we're gonna get your girl back.
I'd like to know...
Good luck, then.
Okay, so let's find Florian, who was supposed to be there. Now, do we have this quest started already? No, we don't. Okay, cool, that's fine. So we should get a damsel in distress quest started when we talk to Florian. It should be. Yeah. No? Let's see where we can find him. Florian. Where did you go? Where did you go? Ah, okay. Bakery. Should be there. My bad. Hello there, son.
God save you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
Let's ask him about the girl.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapiter finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapiter first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapiter. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapiter waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dies?
They wear out over time. They have to be replaced regularly.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. Good luck, then.
Okay, also let's have a chat with him.
That kidnapped girl you talked about.
Esther? Yes. Will you help me then, please?
Yeah.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
I said I would, didn't I? Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Good.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we can talk with the reporter straight away, but we kind of fail an objective in this quest that we just picked up, which is damsel in distress. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and do damsel in distress very quick. It's a relatively easy quest. So I was hoping. So damsel in distress is over here, and if we go from Rovna, if we go from Rovna here and then here, this is the entrance to the mines for our main quest, right? So I was actually hoping to do both at once, but we're not gonna get that much luxury. So I'm gonna go and find the place where they keep Esther, and then we're gonna deal with those guys. Okay, so I came here. Oh, look at that! I came here from Rovna's direction, right? Like I came from Sasau, but I will be scaling the hill from where Rovna is. First, let's dig up corpses here. Why not? I need to do a little bit of jumping around. That's fine. Now I think there will be 3 guys there. This stage we should have no problem in dealing with them. Let's go this way. We cannot have anything to eat. Okay, it should be up there. Try to flank them a little. There's one here. One there. Oh, there's two. Okay, okay. Okay, it's time for piercing arrows because we'll be hitting them straight in the helmets. Nice, one down. Is he down though? No, he's where? No. Yeah, you go. I said that we're gonna have no problems, right? Whoa. Be careful.
I'm going to. Christ!
You dead? Oh, one more.
This won't take long. Bollocks!
Come on. Come on. Good boy. Well done. Okay. Now let's heal because we lost quite a lot of health. Okay, that's fine. And let's go straight for where is it? Lazarus, yeah. Yeah, Lazarus. Ocean. Okay. Can I have your stuff, please? Thank you. You're not gonna need it anymore. What did you have? Give me that. Okay, and there's also one more guy. Here we go. Good boy.
To me?
Come on, let me praise you.
Good friend. That's my little. You'll...
Okay, let's loot this guy as well. Okay, cool. Now we can go and rescue Esther. She should be in one of the houses. So let me put all the things on the horse, and then I'm gonna go and have a chat with Esther. Okay, so here's the place. Let's get some lockpick experience. Very good. Shoop.
Please, help me.
Oh, I take this and let me actually get some. Yeah.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
Yeah, so we can go with her. She will basically teleport us to Sasso.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
Ah, you're welcome. I'm just glad Esther is alright.
Take care.
Okay, cool. Now let's go rest and let's find Rapota. Okay, so depending where Florian is, that also determines where Rapota will be. So if Florian is at work, Rapota will be around here, and if Florian is at his house near the bakery, then he will be walking around around that place. So let's have a chat with this fine gentleman.
Are you Rapota by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
Let's tell him about
I know you're buying copper from Zach the blacksmith.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Okay, so he's gonna bolt it, and we can catch up to him.
No, I give up.
Good boy.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
As you wish.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
I will make it quick, son. Okay, now give me my... back. Yeah, you can have the rest. So now we can talk to Ulrich and get his help in going there, but considering how overpowered Henry is, we can do it by ourselves. That's not a problem. Okay, so no, unfortunately I was wrong. These bandits here, they belong to this quest, but I don't see many of them. 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because I did it on the other playthrough. I did this quest, and I also had the King Silver active, and there were way more bandits here. So yeah, make sure that you don't have the other one. Okay, now what we also will do is get Henry out a bit better. What does this say? Your stamina is increased. Yeah, thank you. I will take that. No, that's fine. That's all we should need. Okay. Oh my god, that was terrible. Terrible shot. Oh no, there's more people. Come on.
Raise the alarm!
Shoop. Just leave my dog and you're gonna be okay.
What's the matter? Come on. Take that! Come and get it.
Come on. I always forget to buy the combos. That's okay. I'll try to remember to buy them now. Boink. Come on, son.
Stop here!
What's your language?
Way off. Curse it! Oh, in fact, sorry. Lost your wind. Christ!
Come on, do it again. I'm not walking away from this, son. Said something. Thank you. Okay, let's see how many other soldiers are there, or bandits rather. Because there's also a tactic. If you don't want to fight with them, what you can do, just save here and then run straight into the mineshaft. Just make sure that you pick the correct tunnels and you're gonna be okay. Okay, yeah, because if you're playing as a pacifist, right? Oh, there's something here. So if you're playing as pacifist, you will have to no, you cannot fight with them. There's another way as well into the mines, but you have to do something in the quest. I don't really remember what, but anyway. Let's go. So the way there is straight through here. Let's actually put up torch. Straight through here, and then we're gonna take. Oh, no. Whoopsie daisy.
Is that the best you can do?
No. Give me a moment. What arrows do we have anyway? Piercing, no. We can use ordinary. Okay, get ready. You.
Gonna enjoy this.
You look like Putin.
Bring it on!
You. Okay, so where were we? We're gonna go straight and then we're gonna take first right at the fork. Right here. And now we have options how to deal with this. We can fight them or we can try to reason with them.
No, here.
What do you want here? I don't know you.
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Radzig Kobyla, the king's hetman. I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
I got to where I am without anyone else. Doesn't seem like I need any help.
You look capable. I could use a lad like you.
It's an interesting offer, but I'll turn it down if you don't mind.
By the way, who betrayed me?
That hardly matters, does it?
Do you think I won't get a chance to settle up with them? But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
Okay, so our 15th speech should basically cover what we need over here.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobyla's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobyla will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive, and you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzig, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
A deal with Sir Radzig? It's true they say he's a canny man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well then. May as well climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master Fayfar will be itching to ask you a few questions.
So I'm not counting,
Good work, Henry.
the guys in front of the
Thank you,
cave.
Master Fayfar.
And 3 in the cave. Wow, almost
I'll
no
take some men and
bloodshed.
have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rate. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
Okay, let's find Captain Bernard and get him to give us keys.
I need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks. I have some, trophies.
Let's see. Bastards deserved it.
And thanks for your faith in me. Okay, let's go. Okay, I think... Yeah, it's him. Okay.
Hey, Henry, come to see us.
Oh, he likes me as well. That's great.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Radzig will keep me alive only as long as it takes to get everything I know out of me. You, on the other hand, gave me certain assurances. So I want to be sure that the secrets my life depends on end up in good hands.
I didn't promise you anything, but I'll see what I can do.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right. The way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so. This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Okay, spoilers, we are not gonna try. Because if we do, we're gonna lose reputation with Seratic and we don't want that. Because he's paying our wages. Oh, I'm always too... This horse is very fast, but it's very, very hard to maneuver. Okay, where's our Seratic? Here? Ah, no, here's here.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
Let's not go with the first one because this will lose us reputation as well. So what do we do? Yeah, let's ask him.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Yezhek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
Oh. I know Miller Simon at the Sasau mill.
There you are. Millers usually know what's going on behind the scenes. Go there and talk to him. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you. But I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
So we're not going to go with the first one, we're going to go with the second one, because this will lose us reputation again.
As you command, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, nice tower. We did quite a lot today. If you can't beat them, yeah, so we did like what, 3 quests altogether. That was, yeah, quite a lot. Yeah, we can actually talk with the chief engineer as well. Maybe we can do it next time, or we proceed with the main quest. We'll see. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.